ey, ey. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Calling the shots, I'm calling my phone. Okay, play me overseas, making a wave. Okay.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Okay, after the hefty you wanted to say. Okay.
Just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Clayton Kershaw. Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go, and the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery.
That catches the outside corner. And that's how this game gets started. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kershaw deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And out number 1 on the grab. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Austin Slater.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The wind and the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
2 down, base is empty. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fought off foul. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, towing the slab in today's game, Davis Martin. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. Martin with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
That's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Mookie Betts, hitting a ton of homers this year, second most in the National League. This one smoked out to left. Slater puts it away for the out. 2 away now. And let's take a look at the lineup. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Tommy Edman.
Yeah, Boogie's hitting better than 300. Just doing a great job of putting the bat on the baseball. You know he's seeing it well. You know he's trusting his hands. Just seems to be like he's in a groove all the time. And I know that's a great feeling. I had it at stretches in my career, but a big lift for his teammates to have a guy like this in the lineup.
On its way to the corner. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Freddie
Freeman. Two down, and here's Freddie Freeman. 3 hits last night. So he was a big factor in getting that win. And there's a strike. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. That's out to center field. Taylor snags it, and that is that. 1 left for LA, scoreless after 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine, all set for the start of the inning. There's Benintendi to start it off. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that one a little bit high. Kershaw measures 6 feet 4 inches. 36 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a miss. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
That one the other way. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Gets the call. That's strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Man at first, Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
This one high in the air to left center. Edman makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Martin back to work. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Taylor makes the grab, one away.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Matt.
Here's Muncy to hit. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Inside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that's a strike.
1-1.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting 8, the center fielder.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Right through there for a strike. Two outs.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Right through there, got him. And that is the third out of the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. And now the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. No score. Kershaw back to work. Delivers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singy. Blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Breaking ball through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Pajas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop Colson Montgomery.
So the lineup flips over. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Kim right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And we're still knotted at 0. Back back at the ballpark,
Leading
and
up
one of the
for the
things that's been
Dodgers,
happening
the
lately,
second baseman,
hot hitting
number
as we
6.
take a look at the numbers this month.
Make a move, make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, needed food. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move.
That one finds the corner. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That misses the
1-1.
zone. And the count even 1-1. Kim matched a homer in his last game. Ground ball to the right side. Makes the sliding stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. The technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Line drive. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind
Now
yourself
batting,
it's
the
about the
shortstop,
process. He
Monkey.
did everything right there.
Yeah.
Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Betts batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And Mookie
No,
takes.
that missed. That's the ball. 1-1.
Fastball
Ball
is
outside.
outside. That one ripped. It's a bomb. He flexes his power with that swing. His 28th home run of the season. It's 1-0. Singy, that's his 299th career homer.
Yep, closing in on a pretty big career milestone. 300 will be extremely special. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series.
That's in. Ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Martin, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So a man at first. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That one misses. 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Smith off of first with 2 away. That's in there. And the count is 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Austin Slater. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
It's 0-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Vargas in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. And that is out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. White Sox down a run. And a curve is down and in.
2-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's in the dirt.
Full.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I thought there was a lot of patience in that at bat, but just the cat and mouse game. Kershaw just a master at it.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Fouled off left side. White Sox down a run. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The right fielder, Andy.
That clips the corner.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Just missed. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. Line drive. Jump throw across his body. Got him. Nice play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
Seeing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
Max Muncy at the dish. Grounded out his first time up. Just
no, that missed. That's the ball.
The 1-0. That one is hammered right field. That's back. And it's out of here. He made him pay for that one. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here is Michael Conforto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And a good eye there.
That's a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Edman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. He nails one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Hae-Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Kim turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
That missed. That's
Meanwhile,
a ball.
activity in the bullpen. Bryce Wilson preparing to come on if needed. Varland also throwing.
No, ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Full count.
Goes down looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kershaw back to work. Check swing, called strike.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Towards first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lenny Sosa getting ready to hit a single his first time. Sosa, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hammered, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
The right fielder.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
1 gone, runner at first. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That catches the corner. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Down the line, it's a base hit. The throw in. Save.
No, he's
and now
safe.
second and third with one gone.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those
The center
spots or
fielder,
things can get away from you awfully
Michael
quickly.
A. Taylor.
So two in scoring position with one out. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's the strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
No, that's
In the
down.
dirt,
Ball.
but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And that one hammered. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Clearly, he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
This to center field. Base hit. One run is in.
We don't
The
see
bat,
this a
the
whole
third
lot
baseman,
anymore
Brooks.
where hitters with two
Ball
strikes are
player.
willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with two strikes.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Ball.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Oh, he doesn't
Ball.
get the call. And a count 2-1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 1 out. Down the middle for a strike. And now 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And now Colson Montgomery. That one lifted to left. Conforto under it. And that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking
Number
over on the
47.
mound, Bryce Wilson.
Right.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts
Wilson.
compared to other relievers, so he relies on
What do you
getting
got?
that soft
For the
contact and the
Dodgers,
defense
the
doing the
designated
work
hitter,
behind him.
Lopez.
They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Ohtani.
Ohtani
Down,
lays
ball.
off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen
No, that's
8
out.
line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
it into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and licked it into the gap. At that point, probably no question in his mind that he was going for two. That's just a great feeling.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Betts.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
Betts looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game.
You know, Boog, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tie Chuck Klein. Hit 301, you tie Rogers Hornsby. I can't wait to see if he pulls it off. Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 2 for 2. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 0 for 2 in this one. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 left for L.A., and the score stays 3-1. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Slater.
Living life on it is my realest face. Staring at the bag, now they got their hands out. Where were you when I was man? Now you switching brands now. I'ma be the greatest doing what I'm doing, hands down. I'm manning up like quarterback, but I cannot be playing around.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Kershaw fires. And there's a foul ball. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So digging in, Miguel Vargas, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of First pitch
That's
doesn't
inside
find the
ball.
zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 1-0. Foul ball there. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one inside.
Ball.
3-1 now. And he walked him.
Nope, that's ball 4. Runner, take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed
Now
his
batting,
spot. Hitter didn't
designated
offer at it.
Andrew.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
1 down. Benintendi to the plate. Pulls that one foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Hit on the ground to short. Sneaks through. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So up next for Chicago, Edgar Caro. Out in front and foul to the left side.
That's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And it's caught for the out. Lenny Sosa now at the plate. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Fouled off. He was late. Vargas over at second. Benintendi on at first with 2 down. And fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the White Sox 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, Andy. Perfect.
That one's in there. Strike one. And a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Caught him looking for the K.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's already homered in this game.
Muncy.
That's down and in. Wilson. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Fastball for a strike. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now, with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
0-2 now, and ball
That's
one.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. And here comes Tommy Edman. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a base hit. And now two aboard. And stepping in is the speedy Haesung Kim. His righty-lefty splits there. And that clips the inside corner. 2 on, 2 outs. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
That's a ball. 1-2.
That one just misses. Up and in, and it's 3-2. Shohei Ohtani waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That one to first. Vargas takes it himself out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases but leave him stranded. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the White Sox 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, new inning getting started, and now the right fielder Mike Tauchman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed.
bump, Michael Kopech.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
With the purpose, there is a reason. And then if I retreat, then I'm worth is pulling the treason. Man, I wanna be blameless. Strange and unashamed, about as tame as a flame is. Timid as a lion, quiet as a hurricane is. Read it on my tombstone, dude wasn't playing. Written with exclamations, yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. La, yeah. La la la.
And a pitch. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That misses off the outside edge.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 3-0.
I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one in triple digits.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now one away. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So up next, Michael A. Taylor. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, strikes and 102 on the radar
No
gun.
balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kopech deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. Here's the third baseman, Brooks Baldwin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that drops in for a strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Not close
1 ball,
with
2
that
strikes.
one. Now 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
There's a river in a valley headed towards me. My chemicals got my head back and it flowing in. Keep it rolling.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Gus
number
Varley.
37.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Leading up for the
He's on the
Dodgers,
verge of a
the
milestone.
shortstop,
His
Mookie
next home run will be the 300th of his career. High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. And that one is gone. A big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career. Someone get him that baseball.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today. And this is a milestone he can be really proud of. There are a lot of very good hitters that never get to 300 homers in their careers.
Will Smith to the plate. There's a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Tyler Gilbert getting ready to go. Schuster getting loose as well. 0-2 now. And that's down and away. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up.
Number 5.
It's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Line drive to short and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Colson Montgomery.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Stays alive. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Slater in the box now. No balls and a strike. The White Sox trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. That smash towards center. Puts it away from the out. Two outs, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
No ball.
There it was.
Strike.
0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Strikes him out with 100. Down in order go the White Sox. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. New pitcher on here, Tyler Gilbert.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Special, I'm an essence, I'm a brew. I'm lessons, I'm written law, thoughts food. More than what I was.
Muncy digs in.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Just missed. Gilbert goes 6 feet 3 inches. He throws a cutter, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-1. And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And the batter now, Michael Conforto.
That's a ball. 2-0.
And that one is downstairs. 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Tommy Edman at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Liner caught at second. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play. Could use a ground ball here.
That's low. That's a ball.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
And that's off
inside.
The inside edge. And it's 2-2. Inside, just missed. Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Ohtani stands in now and watches strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
1-2.
Muncy on second. Conforto at first. 2 out of the inning. And that just misses.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
And that
No,
misses.
that missed. That's a ball.
And it's a full count. Mookie Betts
Full count.
on deck, already 2 homers in the game.
Huge impact in this one so far, and you know he'd like to make some noise in this inning as well.
3-2 now. And that'll load
Ball
the bases.
runner, take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it
Now
really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Tyler Gilbert done for the night, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now
Dan Altavilla into the game.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So bases all loaded up. Mookie digs in here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way right there. I think he's just trying to measure up this new arm out there on the mound.
So they're all loaded up.
Hey!
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That missed by a lot.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And the Dodgers leave him loaded as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We go to the ninth. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Andrew Benintendi.
Tanner Scott comes on trying to close it out.
And he's been racking up
Number
strikeouts at a
66.
high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so it'll be tough to get to.
You gon' see me touch the sky. I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose by changing my mental. I'm focused, I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose by changing my mental.
Give me any task and I'll ace it. If you find someone that disagrees, please tell me. Nothing ever changed but the money, yeah, I'm still me. But I think they forgot what I've accomplished. Went from up and coming to stunting, my flow's polished. Every time I touch the mic, I leave people astonished. Spoken right into existence, just the way I promised. In the minor league, I'm trying to make it to the majors. Patience, cause you can't put a time limit on greatness. Swear this all is just the making of my story. Things that shaped and motivated me to chase the glory. Waiting on my...
Just
that
missed.
That's a ball.
Scott, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Carroll stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swings and misses. Now only one out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in, and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Sosa in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Mike Tauchman, 1 for 3. That one outside, and that's ball one.
He loves being the guy at the plate in these spots. You need to be careful with him because he can change this game rather quickly.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1 just missed.
Outside.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Scott is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.